I just bought your ring. What the I hadn't expected to get emotional while I was filming it, but I think, at least at that moment, thought I would be proposing to her. I didn't know that she was going to propose to me just a couple weeks later. Angela proposed to me in New York City in 2018. By the time we get married in October, it'll be pretty much 2 years to the weekend. Our experience getting married in 2020 has been interesting. There's been a lot of really good things, a lot of things that we take for granted, but I think it comes with a whole different string of challenges. It's automatically assumed that I am engaged to a man when most times Angela is standing right next to me. Oh, look, another wedding show, and they refer to us as friends, or they think we're sisters and things like that, even though we're holding hands. Who holds hands with their sister at a wedding show? I don't entirely know.
I don't feel like I'm a person at that time when I hear it, and after, I joke about it, I realize, okay, you know what? We're invisible to some people. Or we're only visible when it's known that we're a couple.
I can't even imagine what it would be like to love your person so much, but want to get married and legally not be allowed to have that opportunity.
I was in high school 15 years ago, and to me, like, I didn't know what was happening 15 years ago. I didn't know that marriage equality was something that we were fighting for, because I was kind of in my own little bubble. I wasn't out. I went to Catholic school. I didn't really know anything, and so eventually I did decide to learn, more about what it meant to be part of the community, because, how could I be part of a community without knowing the struggles?
Hi Rachel. Hi Angela. I'm Maurice.
And I'm Tom.
Hello, Angela and Rachel.
I'm Kristen Wong Tam, and this is my wife, Farah Khan.
We've been married for 9 years.
Really?
We met at an LGBT conference in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where I was talking about my work challenging homophobia in the Caribbean.
And of course, our initial interest in each other was purely professional. But then we quickly realized, well, there was a little bit more than that.
We had to get married in Canada because Jamaica bans same-sex unions. And I went back to Jamaica after a wedding to wait for the filing process to be complete. But Jamaican newspaper got a hold of our wedding photo.
And we had to get him out quickly because there were numerous death threats.
In 2016, we got married, and we were definitely not the marrying kind. Even on our first date, Kristen said, I'm not really interested in marriage or having kids. Lots has changed in 4 years. But for me, it was a big deal because I had family members who told me that I shouldn't get married, and people in my community that told me I shouldn't get married. And as a queer Muslim woman, taking up that space and, thanking the people that fought for me the right to do that was really important.
The marriage equality fight in Canada goes back decades.
Separate but equal is not equal.
Of course, Canada legalized same-sex marriage in 2005, and that was critical.
I believe that marriage equality helps people to see us not just as walking sex acts, but also as people who want to have families.
Just very recently, we've had another milestone, if you will, in the Canadian Armed Forces, and I'm sure in other government agencies. Fertility treatment was only provided to heterosexual couples.
Yeah, and that was recently changed. So we're very, very happy because we're planning to start our own family.
We know that in Canada and across the world that people fought for our right to exist as human beings, to not be killed, and we have to keep fighting as a community, that fight isn't over.
Yeah, and Farah is absolutely right. I mean, homophobia and transphobia, while it continues to exist in the world, we cannot ease up. And there are so many brothers and sisters around the globe that don't have the freedoms that we have here. So we want to send you this message of love and solidarity. We want you to take care of yourselves and each other, of course. And let's always remember community. Let's always remember this love.
Congratulations.
So, best of luck.
Like, here I am. I'm, about to get married in a couple months. I can't imagine what it was like 15, 16 years ago fighting for this. both couples, you know, fought and continue to fight, and, you know, of course they've experienced a lot more than we have, and, you know, they can see the good that's coming out of it now, but they also saw, I guess, the bad parts. And I just say a big thank you to both of them for stepping up and for being those people that we can look up to and say, that's what I want.
The part about, you know, fertility treatments, the fact that they've been waiting this long to be able to start their family and only just now able to celebrate it, whereas that's always been an option for us. That struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
Farah looks like me, like she is feminine, but she's married to a woman, and that's not something that I see a lot. So it's nice to look at her and feel connected and see that representation as a feminine gay woman.
When I think of getting married, it's I'm getting married and I'm going to have a wedding, and it's our wedding. It's not our same-sex wedding. Come to our marriage equality celebration. No, it's just come to our wedding.
We just want to have a wedding, and we don't want rainbows everywhere. And, you know, for some same-sex couples, that's great if they want rainbows and they want to celebrate that. But that's just not us, and it doesn't make our wedding any less gay, because I'm still going to be marrying Angela at the end of it.